So storms were forecast, but they were forecast for like an hour this afternoon. So I looked at the weather map and I could see the storm front passing by at around about 6-7 p.m. and it comes right over the northeast coast and out to sea. And that's what you can see above us now. It's kind of the dregs of the storm. And I always think that the best light comes before and after a storm. So I thought that's going to make some great coastal photography. Maybe do some long exposures, maybe exclusively do some long exposures. And then I checked the tide table, and it just so happens that high tide is about 6:30 p.m, which is now. So we have a retreating tide, a passing storm with clear skies behind it. I think that this could be a fantastic evening of photography. Well, let's see. So I had a real hankering for some long exposure photography. I really fancied it. So when I saw that everything was coming together with the passing storm, the high tide, and of course the clear skies to the west, wow. Sorry guys, the detail in the sky is incredible. Yeah, I thought we've got to just do some long. I've not done proper long exposures for ages. So we've got a polarizer on, beautiful texture in the sky. First composition, just warming up. 10-stop filter, pop that on there, and we're going for a 2-minute exposure at f11. Looking forward to this. So that's all right. The sky looks very cool, but compositionally I think is a bit messy. I went for this, or I was attracted to rather, this stack of rocks here, but I can't really separate them from all the mess and the clutter behind them. So that image, well, you know, it's got the ball rolling, shall we say, but hopefully they'll get a lot better than this going forward. Ooh, okay, this feels a little bit better. This is like one of my favorite ways to practice photography is just on a deserted beach, like working the scene, working with the waves, dramatic light. This is perfect. Let's have a look. It's not working. It's not working. Right, forget this shot. The last minute of footage never happened. But there is something catching my eye over here, which may or may not work. Whoa. All right, well this looks a lot more promising. You see, the problem I was having with my first shot and then that composition I tried to set up there, it was just too busy, too chaotic, stuff everywhere, distractions everywhere. It's not really what I'm going for when I come to the coast. I want simplicity and I really want to show off the sky. And I feel like we've done that here. We've stripped away everything, and basically what caught my attention was this slab of rock here and the way that the waves are rolling over it so nicely. They come over and then they cascade off the edge here, just like that. And I reckon with about a half-second exposure and all of this moving water and foam, we can create a nice, simple image. That is great. What a great way to enjoy photography. Oh. Clouds are looking really cool as well. I don't know what's going on. Can anybody tell me the name of these clouds? Please comment below where the underside of them is bumpy. That's my scientific technical term, bumpy upturned clouds. Inverted bumpers. see, this is what I absolutely love about coming to the beach on a retreating tide, is that you can start off with no compositions at all, and then as the tide goes out, things are revealed. Formations, rocks, all kinds of compositions. Something's developing here. Probably give it another 10-15 minutes as the water drops a little bit, and hopefully the sky will remain. But this is very cool. Whew. A serious risk of getting wet here, but I think it's worth it. All right, let's have a look. Oh yeah, there we go. So this is just wonderful. Everything's coming together nicely. As the tide's retreating, we've got this great composition that leads to this dramatic sky. So we've got quite a striking image. These are looking great, but I want to try going back to the 10-stop filter. Don't know why I'm taking my bag off. My filters are hooked onto my trousers. Yeah, I want to go back to the 10-stop filter. I don't feel like it works before because, well, the image was too flat. There wasn't enough contrast, there wasn't enough water. But here, the water is quite literally covering me and my camera. So I'm going to go for a 10-stop, much longer exposure, and see what we get, because this, the more that the tide goes out, the more striking this composition becomes. And we still have the sky. The sky is moving on, unfortunately, but there's just enough left over here to get quite a dramatic image. So let's have a look. We're at f16. Probably I want something, you know, well over a minute, maybe 2 minutes. There we go, 2 minutes, but unfortunately 2 minutes is going to blow out the sky. And long gone are the days when I would use graduated filters. I could really do with one now, actually. But what I'll do is I'll take 2 exposures. So 2 minutes for the water and everything, and then I'll just drop that down a bit so we can get the sky without it all being blown out. So let's have a look at this. I think this is going to work really well. And actually, a 2-minute exposure, flipping heck, is the perfect amount of time for me to let you know about today's video sponsor, which is Squarespace. So thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this. I'm sure most of you know who Squarespace are, but for those of you that don't, they're an all-in-one website building platform. And what that means is basically, if you want a website, a nice professional looking website that does everything you expect of a professional modern day website, well, you can do it all yourself at Squarespace using their drag and drop system. It's easy, it's intuitive, you don't need any skills, any experience, any computer skills, nothing. Easy, anyone can do it, and you get a really nice looking website with an online gallery, an online store, a members area. There's even AI to help you out with your copy and your images. So if you fancy giving that a go to squarespace.com/Heaton and you'll get a free trial. And if you like that free trial, use the offer code Heaton for 10% off your first purchase. Sorry, I keep looking at my camera here, waiting for the big reveal, because we've got some lovely light reflecting off the rocks that's coming from the brighter portion of the sky, yet we still have dark clouds. I think this is going to be something good. I love it, the images, I feel they just get better and better and better as time goes on. Oh, let's have a look, come on. Oh, that is nice. That is nice. I think it's different to the shorter exposure of around about half a second. So I will show both of the images, and please let me know in the comments if you prefer the half a second exposure or if you prefer the 2-minute exposure. But I think they're both going to be quite dramatic. Right, I think I'm going to wait until sunset now and see what happens. Slow down a bit, because most of the sky now is blue above my head. There's still some really nice clouds out to the horizon, but they are dissipating quickly. So I don't know what's going to happen. Sunset is in about 45 minutes time. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. I'm doing a talk. This isn't a plug, by. I mean, it is a plug, but it's not a sponsorship thing. I am in London talking at Fujikina. So if anyone's interested in that, so I'm just looking at my calendar. I don't even know what day it is today, let alone on there. 26, right? Friday, the 26th of September. I'm speaking at Fujikina in London. I'm doing a talk, a presentation, which is all about my trip to China and Laos. And then I'm also doing a discussion panel. But there's obviously tons of speakers on, and it goes on over a couple of days, over a couple of weeks. So check it out. Just Google Fujikina. I don't have any more details for you, unfortunately. I'm useless. But if you fancy coming along to London, or you're in London, come and check it out. I'll be there. Friday, what did I say? God's sake. Give me strength. Did I say Friday the 26th? Yes, Friday the 26th of September. Well, this is glorious. The sun is now about set. We just have some lovely light on these clouds. This will be my final image as we look over these rocks up the coastline north. And it's just glorious, man. What a great little session this was. And I've said it before, such a small area. So just get out, see what you can find. If you're lucky enough to live near the coast, then get out at a retreating tide. You will not be disappointed. So thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy the final image, and I will see you all next week.